Hi, my name is Kartikesu and I will be presenting about the overview of the site and the work carried out. The construction site where we conducted our site visit is located in Batu Pahat, Johor, and it is a medium-scale project that involves the construction of a commercial building. The construction site spans approximately 2 acres and is divided into distinct zones for various construction activities. And the type of work carried out during our site visit were for example, the site preparation work, which involves the clearing of land, removing any existing structures or vegetations, and grading the site to ensure a level surface. Next, the foundation work, which is for providing stability and support to the structure. This work involves digging trenches, pouring concrete footings, and constructing the foundation. And after the foundation is placed, the structural framing work is done, which involves erecting the framework of the building using materials such as steel, concrete or wood. Structural components like columns, beams, walls and floors are installed to create the skeletal structure of the building.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nuruzna. I will present potential hazard at site. From this construction work, there are several potential hazards that workers should be aware to ensure their safety before, during and after work. Firstly, before construction work, there are three potential hazards. Firstly, site hazard, environmental factor, and third is a planning and design issue. Next is potential hazard during construction work. Firstly is falls from height, including ladders or elevated platform, are leading cause of injuries in construction site. Second is electrical hazard. Electrical wiring tools can pose risk of electrical shock if not properly managed. Third is equipment malfunction. Faulty of improperly maintained machine can lead to accident or injuries. Last but not least, potential hazard after construction work. Firstly, asbestos and lead exposure. Installation of ceiling tiles can release asbestos fiber or lead particle which can be harmful if inhaled or ingested. Poor indoor air quality. Inadequate ventilation or contamination during construction can lead to poor air quality in building, causing health issue. Third is slip and trip. Construction debris, uneven surface or poor maintenance can result in slip, twist and fall in the complete structure. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Chen Kelly. Today I'm here to discuss a little bit on analysis using HARA form. It is very important to analyze the risk using HARA form. It is used to identify the factor that brings harm. Besides, it also helps to evaluate the chances of harm and the possibilities to cause severity. Generally, there are 4 simple steps in using the HARA form. First, classify the work. Second, identify the hazard. Next, we will carry out risk assessment. And then finally, the control measure. Next, in the hazard identifications, we will identify the hazard by reviewing the accident report and doing monitor and inspections, and also accepting comment from the workers. Generally, there are 3 types of hazard. Healthy hazard is the hazard that will bring sickness to employees, such as poor air quality, while the safety hazard may refer to the force that are strong enough to bring damage to the properties and injury, such as working at heights. Environmental hazard happens when there are environment release, such as pouring the chemical substances into the storm server. What is risk assessment? Risk assessment is carried out before, during, and after the operation by a well-trained person. It is carried out based on routine or not routine activity and all activity of all personnel that could access to the workplace. The method that used in HARA form is semi-quantitative method. By multiplying the likelihood with severity, we will get the risk rating. The likelihood is referring to how often an event occurs during the project, while the severity is referring to the increasing level of severity that causes to the health of individual, environment, or to the property. After multiplying both the factors, we can now present the risk in risk matrix. In the table below, the red color is high risk, where immediate action needs to be taken to solve it, while the medium risk in yellow color need temporary approach to solve it as soon as possible, while the green color is low risk where it is acceptable. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, doctor. My name is Len Chun Yi and I will continue the presentation. Risk control. There are 5 ways. The most effective way is elimination, physically remove the hazard. Next is substitution, replace the hazard. Engineering control, isolate people from the hazard. Administrative controls, change the way people work. And the least effective is PPE, protect the worker with personal protective equipment. Next is HIRARC form of construction project. The first activity is excavation work, and its hazard is uneven terrain, unstable ground condition. Its risk is high, 15. Recommended control measure is use appropriate soiling techniques such as trend boxes to prevent soil collapse. Conduct a geotechnical survey and soil testing before excavation to assess ground stability. Second is working under harsh environment, for example heavy rain or storm, high wind and extreme temperature. Its risk is medium, 6. Provide proper drainage system or implement erosion control measure to prevent excessive soil erosion. Use barrier to shade workers and sensitive area from strong gusts. Third is the planning and design activity, for example structural instability or collapse. Insufficient safety measure. Its risk is 10 marks, is medium. Engage qualified and experienced structural engineers and architects to design and review construction plan. Next is working at height. Its hazard is fall from height, unstable scaffolding or platform. Its risk is 20 marks, E, high. Use proper edge protection or guardrail to prevent falls from edges. Provide training to workers like safe work procedure, use of fall protection equipment and rescue method. Next is working at base with overhead work. The hazard is struck by accident and its mark is 60 and very high. Use barriers and traffic control measure to alert workers of vehicle movement areas. Use overhead protection such as safety nets. After that is working with electrical wiring or electrical device. Its hazard is electric shock or electrocution from faulty wiring or electrical equipment. Its risk is 10 at medium level. Regular inspection and test of the electrical system and equipment by qualified personnel. Install proper insulation and protective cover for electrical wiring and component. Next is concrete construction. Exposure to airborne silica, dust and chemical substance. Its risk is high, which is 15 marks. We need to use personal protective equipment PPE including waterproof gloves, respiratory protection boots, and protective clothing. Do regular air monitoring and ensure compliance with allowed exposure limit. Working with machine and equipment. Its hazard is malfunction machineries and unexpected movement energy from machineries. Its risk is 8 at medium level. We need to conduct pre-start check to identify site of malfunction and provide training to operator. Installation of sealing tile. It will release asbestos fibers or lead particles which are harmful. Its risk is 10 at medium level. We can have proper asbestos management plan including removal or exclusion of ACMS. Use respiratory protection and appropriate PPE. Working on wet or slippery surface such as freshly poured concrete. Its hazard is construction debris and uneven surface. Its risk is 12, which is at medium level. We need to establish designated access roads that are safe for workers during curing period or use slip-resistant footway. And lastly is wall installation. Working at heights during wall installation, falling. Its risk is 12, which also is at medium level. We can use fall protection systems such as guardrail, safety nets or personal fall arrest system and give training on working at height and the proper use of fall protection equipment. That's all from me. Thank you.
At the beginning and throughout this project, hazard assessment will help identify potential risks and hazards, enable the implementation of a specific control measure. All workers should receive comprehensive safety training to ensure that they are aware of the risks and have skills to reduce those risks. Employees are encouraged to promptly report hazard and address the safety concerns to open and proactive safety culture fostering channels like safety meetings and toolbox talks. Other recommendations would focus on engineering controls. Concentrate on engineering controls like safety devices, ventilation systems, physical barriers. At the construction site, engineering control help to reduce or eliminate risks. The use of machinery safety features like emergency stops and interlocks, proper ventilation system to control air contaminants, and installation of guardrails and safety nets to prevent fall are the examples. Equipment must also be inspected and maintained on a regular basis to catch any problem that could be dangerous and quick repair or replacement. By implementing a comprehensive safety management system and prioritizing engineering controls, construction site can significantly reduce hazard and create a safer working environment for all involved.